Hey everybody, have you heard about the Drunken Peasants Patreon? It helps support the show while getting you some cool perks. Check it out! For $1 per month, you get to use our exclusive fan chat that appears at the bottom of the screen on every episode. For $5 per month, you get 2 new private shows, including Actual Mania, as well as our back catalog of private shows, plus all lower tier perks. For $10 per month, you get all of our monthly video content. This includes multiple post shows, our monthly reviews, our back catalog of all that content, plus all lower tier perks. For $15 per month, your name will appear in the ending credits of each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $25 per month, you get to take part in our monthly booking committee hangout to help us book our Patreon content for that month, plus all lower tier perks. For $33 per month, you get an exclusive piece of DP merch each month, plus all lower tier perks. For $50 per month, you appear in the opening credits for each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $100 per month, you get to join us as a guest on an episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. Plus, you guessed it, all lower tier perks. Visit patreon.com/DP now to become a patron of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome one and all to this, the pre-show for Actual Mania 50 Survivor Sichuashun. And tonight, Team Jeff versus Team Egghead will go head-to-head in competition of heads to see who will be head of Actual Mania. And tonight is going to be an amazing spectacle between two amazing teams. And I can't wait to see it. Last year's Survivor Sichuashun was pretty amazing. So this one should be pretty great, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big time. So we have a whole bunch of videos. We actually have an undercard too at the beginning. Oh man, wow, a new $50 Patreon getting that Dinor shirt before the end of the before that end of the month. Thank you, Spec.
Last episode, Spec did $33.33. Was that not good enough for you?
It wasn't good enough for me, so they bumped it up to 50. Thank you, Spec. We have an undercard. We have a triple threat. The first match is a triple threat between 3 stand-up comedians that horribly bomb for the title of worst stand-up comedian of all time. So we have that. We also have a 4-way cooking challenge. 4 YouTube chefs will be battling for the worst dish. They will each make a dish, and you, the people, will vote on who's looked the worst. I'm not going to tell you who's in it, but you'll find out. And then the situation starts. We're going to start off with the Commissioner Holiday, and then Egghead. He's going to plead his case as to why he should become Actual Mania Commissioner. He better give away free pizza. That's all I can say. And then team captains, Drake Dragsaw and Epic Troll go head to head, and then we just kind of go down the order. And there's going to be 2 polls for the situation match. There's going to be individual polls, which you can vote for multiple people on, which is going to add bonus points to the polls where you vote for your favorite team. And that's just vote for one or the other. So, yeah, now we got another one.
Pick a flag coming through on the
all right.
$60.
Keep one-upping each other now. Who's gonna be the next? Who's gonna be the $70 patron next? We don't have that level, but
I wonder if the $60 one is a year's worth of $5 patronage, because that's the math on that.
it could be.
Because we don't have a $60 level.
No. But you can pledge. You can actually pledge whatever number you want and then pick the tier that you want. So I've seen people do that where they've pledged like, you know, $50, but they picked the $5 perk or whatever. That is possible to do.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. So this has been a whole month in the works. All the videos got in today. Some of them got in yesterday, but most came in today. I was kind of... Oh, hold on. Oh, there's a $5 one. Thank you, Flock of Possum. So, yeah, please like this stream, by the way. And, yeah, some of the videos, I was a little surprised at the short length. I said the videos could be like 5 to 7 minutes long. And there were some that were like even less than 2 minutes long. So I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, it should be interesting. I mean, a 1 3/4 minute long video can be effective. Not to say like length isn't everything. It's girth. It's how you use it. Billy, are you distracted?
No, I'm not. I'm listening to you talk. Would you rather I talk over you, Ben? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not all about length and girth. It's also about whether or not the woman loves you. Because if she doesn't love you, she'll just sit there taking your weak-ass game. Make her love you, and the penis falls into place.
Yeah. It's also not length of time. You know? If it's the best 3 seconds of her life, then it's the best 3 seconds of her life.
It'll be the best for the rest of her life.
And that's how you can make white bebés. White bebés. I saw JF tweeted today, and he was like, "Make babies. Don't do anything. If there's anything else you think is more important, making babies is more important. You must make babies." And then all the people in the comment section are like, "Yeah, you should make white babies. Yeah, hurry up and make white babies now." I pull it up, but he has me blocked. I saw it earlier on a random account when I wasn't signed into Twitter. And he was... I don't even know why he got recommended to me. That's very strange. Oh, you know what? It's because that was how I was reading his tweets before when the whole Mama JF disappearance thing happened.
He needs to unblock you and come back on the show now that he's not held down by Mama JF.
I don't think she had anything to do with that. Well, I think he was butthurt about it, but...
She had a little bit to do with that.
She had something to do with it, but I don't think she was like, yeah, if you got to block them. I don't think that happened, you know?
It was because we were picking on the love of his life, but now that she's dead, he might as well come back and hang out with us.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, we were allegedly picking on her.
Oh? Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, yeah, actually, it was after the graffiti thing. So, yeah, she was kind of being picked on. But I think, honestly, he was more upset about the Jeff Holiday impersonation of him. And he just pretended like he was sticking up for his lady friend when it was really him that was butthurt.
I'm not even sure he said why he quit, did he? Or I thought he just blocked us.
Somebody sent him a DM asking him why he blocked us, and he replied, and then that person shared it, a screenshot of the DM with me. And he was like,
it's called love.
He was like, oh, they made fun of my girlfriend, or whatever. He said something like that.
We did, yeah. That was us.
She ended up being kind of an endearing person. You know, she's pretty, she was...
Spec, you stupid piece of shit! Don't talk shit about me and Egghead! You trash human! You better not be the mystery opponent tonight, because I'll vote against you! Leave me and Egghead alone.
No spoilers. No spoilers. What? I didn't see Egghead making that comment.
No, Spec is talking shit about me and Egghead in the chat.
Right, and I didn't see an Egghead Spec said Billy and Egghead are really pushing the sizes and everything. I didn't see Egghead make that Oh, there it is. I had to scroll up. It's not about the size. It's about how you use it. Yeah, did the Globetrotters tell you that, Egghead? Did the Globetrotters tell you that? Egghead, I'm really excited to see where you come from with all of this, you know, like how you approach this. And if you do come out victorious, tell us in the chat. I'm going to play your video during the event. We decided we're gonna save the videos for the actual event. Just give us a quick sentence here. What's something you want to do with Actual Mania if you're commissioner? Tell us, Egghead. Oh, Egghead walked away, I guess.
Wow, Egghead. Egghead's gonna start a soup kitchen.
Or does his comment mean that he's not going to do anything? Oh, he says
more matches.
Better rewards for the competitors. What are you, a casino?
Yeah.
Are they going to have to get a perks card?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's going to be called the lower tier perks card.
Yeah, the lower tier perks card. It'll have the old school punch holes on it.
Yep.
And if you
your hole punched.
If you win 5 matches, you get a dozen eggs or something. I don't know.
Yep. Egghead's gonna keep everybody's perks card inside of a codex. Little codex. You remember those things that keep business cards in
them? You mean a Rolodex?
They were Rolodex, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a Rolodex with everybody's punch card in it.
He's gotta go all analog with it.
Yeah, none of this digital shit, Egghead.
Nope.
Have a Rolodex on your desk, fill it with punch cards, have a card for every competitor, and when they win, give them a little punch.
Give them a nice Hawaiian punch.
Yeah, or else.
I always felt bad for that guy that got sucker punched by the mean-ass Hawaiian punch guy, Punchy. Because all he wanted, he was expecting a delicious drink, and that little shit, even though he was the mascot for the drink. You know, if the mascot of a drink is hey, you want one of these drinks that I'm the mascot for? And you're like, sure. You wouldn't expect him to punch you.
Yeah, well, the mascot for Subway did some things I didn't expect either. So it gets weird. Don't trust the mascots.
Yeah, I always thought, even before all the stuff came out about him, I always thought he was a weird choice for a mascot. Even, I mean, yeah, they picked him because he was a super fat, and then he got skinny, and he claimed it was all eating Subway. But he just had no charisma. I don't get, and they kept him around for over a decade.
Yeah, where was Jared's Riz? I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious the only reason he was in that place is because of his fellow Play-Doh friends put him there. It was a gigantic Subway scheme to trick him into going to orphanages, teaching kids how to lose weight.
I don't believe that's the case. They tried to replace him with a firefighter at one point. His name was Clay Henry or something like that. They're like, it's Clay Henry. Do you remember that?
I don't recall that.
He was a firefighter that used to be fat. It was the same gimmick as Jared. I think, let's see, Clay Henry. Let's see if
he got in trouble
didn't.
for diddles.
He didn't. I'm getting this commercial so you can see it though. It's interesting because they probably should have just stuck with this guy. He was a model citizen. He was a firefighter.
Mr. Driscoll says the fireman was actually a serial killer. Man, Subway knows how to pick him. Just got to stick to Grimace, dude. Grimace never did nothing to nobody.
All right, here's the he wasn't that fat. He was just kind of chubby. But here's the, I think maybe they were trying to walk away from Jared. And I don't
2002.
Yeah.
His name is Henry, Clay Henry. He's a fireman and a Jared fan from Subway. He got
a Jared fan?
Burgers and fries. Now he's down to a smaller size. Gets his might from his veggie delight. Great taste each day from his local Subway. He's Henry, Ray Henry.
It's a catchy jingle, too.
Exercise and the great taste of Subway
Fuck
7
you,
sandwiches
Jared.
with just 6 grams of fat or less. People like Clay
You know what
Henry
I'm
are
saying,
inspirations
bro?
for everyone to follow.
Subway, eat fresh.
Subway, eat fresh.
Sickos, all sickos.
I haven't eaten Subway in years. It is the worst fast food. It is the most subpar, disgusting, gross fast food, like nationwide fast food chain I've ever had in my life.
It ain't right.
Yeah, it's something else.
Only a sicko would enjoy Subway, says Reverend Veritas.
Well, there are so many Subways.
They also tried to replace him with Jared Genesis. That was also a short-lived replacement.
You know what, though?
Yeah, because he can't afford Subway.
They replaced... See, they didn't replace Jared with Jared, but they did let Jared eat at Subway for free, and that's how he got so fat. Socialism train. Thank you. We're getting all kinds of new Patreons right now. I really appreciate it.
Every $5 and above patron gets to watch tonight's Actual Mania Survivor Sichuashun.
With these individuals. Those individuals happen to be these people. And you'll see in just a moment here who they are. Get ready. Survivor Sichuashun. This is our second Survivor Sichuashun event of this magnitude. We've got Jeff Holiday defending his commissionership against Egghead. We got Drake Drexel, the Cringerweight champion, versus Epic Troll, the world heavyweight champion. We got Simple Country versus Lord Magicus. We got a mystery opponent versus Big Diesel. I got Rat Lord Alcaraz versus Captain Cool AIDS. And we got the artist formerly known as Godot and Danger Dude. Tonight, don't miss it. $5 on Patreon. Link is pinned in the chat. You can just go to that and sign up for the $5 pledge, and you will be part of it. Or you can go to patreon.com/DP. You can find it there too.
Yeah, for those of you that are double fisting tonight, watch the show, have 1 in the link and 2 in the drink.
Yeah. Oh. We're going to start in just a couple minutes here. I think, you know what? I'm going to take a quick poll of the audience.
A quick poll?
Yes. Just like we were talking about
Luke's
earlier.
Father started racing?
Yes.
There, I was the first one to drop a slur ape traits. Pole is a slur, right? Short for Polak?
It's more like an abbreviation.
Of a slur?
Of Polish?
If it's not a slur, then I guess I take it back. Who do we think will win?
Yeah, and I meant to
see
say,
a lot
who
of
do
people
you
voting.
think will win? But I wrote, who do you think will win? I'm writing like a caveman.
This segment is sponsored by Geico. Those of you watching home, Geico Assurance gives you best deal. Lowbrow Jester says Ben is slowly becoming Sturgis. Yeah, obviously the cool biker Sturgis that weird Sturgis always talks about.
I don't think there is a biker named Sturgis anyway.
Bikers are cool. Bikers get women.
I don't know how I'm becoming Sturgis, though. I'm getting less fat. I shaved off all of my beard to the skin like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I don't think Sturgis wears hats. I don't know. I guess I could huff some duster or something and lower my IQ to Sturge's level.
If that makes you happy. You need to spend months in the gym, bud.
I'm not
That's your
in
opinion, bud.
I'm not in the gym. I haven't been in an actual gym, but I have enough gym equipment to where I don't need to go to a gym. Months.
All of our fans can't be wrong. Ben, if you're Sturgis, you better take off that Ben mask right now.
That's just your opinion, bud.
Oh. Guys, I think you're right. You must ascend and become the fountain proctor. I have no idea what that means, but yeah.
Oh, that was what's his name? That crazy IP2 guy that huffs duster that was near the fountain.
Oh fuck! I hate that.
What's his name?
Don't
Spectre.
Spectre. Yeah. Don't huff duster, Ben. No matter how crazy life gets, you can't be a duster huffer. You can huff Cheeto dust if you get the Cheeto duster, but you can't huff duster. Stay off the duster.
Like I said, I huffed the whipped cream stuff, but I never huffed duster before. Like I wouldn't. That never sounded like a good idea. It's really cold. When I'm dusting out a computer, the can in my hand gets so cold that I can't even hold on to it anymore. So I can't imagine how that feels going into your lungs.
Probably. What if you get brain freeze?
I don't know. I feel like you'd get lung freeze.
Take off that girdle, Ben imposter.
Girdle?
Our chat is pretty sure you're Sturgis in a Ben costume right now. They're not going to fall for this bullshit, Sturgis.
Ugh.
You ban us everywhere. You duck everything. And now you've kidnapped Ben and put on a Ben suit to kidnap the show. You could have just came on and talked to us like a man, Sturgis.
No, I'm actually Kendall's dad wearing a mask. I'm just on downers right now. That's why I'm so calm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the big Michigan game.
Yep, we whooped their ass.
Everybody says
5
that
points.
somebody named Kissinger is dead.
Henry Kissinger.
Ooh.
He was.
Someone said R.I.P.S. Kissinger.
Henry Kissinger.
R.I.P.S.
Henry Kissinger.
He was a real person.
Yeah, he was like on the cabinet for 2 different administrations.
Cobra should have let him outside.
He was like 100 years old, so it's not like
anecdotal axolotl coming through with the $10 patron level.
Yeah, it's not like
Puff, he moved to
gone too soon. Henry Kissinger died at 100 years old. He worked for Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford.
Some people say that he worked for the bad guys.
He was the chairman of the 9/11 Commission in 2002. You know
cover up that mess.
You know the one that supposedly investigated 9/11, but did not interview Bush and Cheney separately. They had to interview them together, which made no sense. It was to make sure Bush didn't say something stupid.
It was pretty obvious that was the biggest conspiracy theory of pre-COVID times. Up until COVID hit and the biggest conspiracy became Donald Trump as QAnon. I knew Donald Trump was QAnon the whole time. Puff the Magic Dragon Saunders, 2023 to 2023. He was born before 2023, Satan. He wasn't even Puff Saunders. He was Puff the Bearded Dragon belonged to homeboy Ian, who went to prison. Everybody dogging on Cobes. He did his best. It was homeboy
Which wasn't
Ian
good
that
enough.
failed Puff.
His best was not good
Homeboy
enough.
Ian failed Puff. His best was as good as it gets. That's the mean streets of Casper. Cobra was an immaculate host.
The problem was that he took him out on the mean streets of Casper during the winter and didn't keep him inside like he was supposed to.
No,
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your nonsense about this. No.
It's not nonsense.
It is 100% nonsense.
You're the one full of nonsense.
You know what? I'm going to be Sturgis and block you right now.
You would.
So I'm looking at the poll right now, and we've got Jeff. This audience of this stream right now has Jeff at 58%. Now, it's not just an up or down vote. There are different factors. Individual performance is a big part of it too. So, and this is kind of how the table works. So whoever's in first place is going to add 25% to their score. Just to keep it simple. Second place, 10%. Third place, 5%. And then the people in the middle, they don't add any bonus. And then the three people at the bottom actually subtract a percentage.
Can we get to 50% of the goal before the private show?
We might be able to, but
if somebody sends $20, we can.
In like 2 minutes, because we're gonna start in like 2 minutes here. So it's maybe.
People have just been spending that money to join the Patreon. What the hell, guys?
Which is perfectly fine.
Join more Patreon, guys, so you can come watch with us, guys.
Yeah, that's what this is. I mean, like, we'll get closer to the goal tomorrow, but today is kind of about the Patreon, and the Patreon's really important. So if you guys want to help support the show and you want to get some cool entertainment tonight, feel free to sign up, because we're gonna go and do this in just a minute here. Patreon.com/DP.
If I had to describe tonight's Survivor Sichuashun in one word, it would be zesty.
Zesty.
We're talking about some zesty boys tonight.
When I think of zesty, I think of like lemon zest, like
Cyclist 420 gonna come watch with the kids.
Oh,
see, I think
yeah.
of pizza. I think of a zesty pizzeria.
Someone said I'm a helicopter pilot. What is that, like a dog whistle for?
Obviously, Ling Ling is suggesting you whip your penis out and swing it around
what
like
that
a
is?
helicopter.
Is that what that means?
That's what they're suggesting, Ben.
I don't think so.
I think they're just suggesting you swing your penis around like a helicopter chopper.
I don't do that. No, I've never done that before.
Wow, Ling Ling, you may be wrong. You may be wrong this time. I'm not sure. Ooh, Dr. Frankenstein thinks of a zesty, spicy, lively picante. We had lime in the chat earlier. Reverend Veritas was thinking limes.
Yeah, limes are lime zest, lemon zest. I've used lemon. I use lemon zest when I cook bay scallops. Cook them in garlic and lemon zest. Comes out really well.
Bay scallops, are those the
little ones,
tiny ones?
Yep.
Yeah,
they're good. They're like they have kind of a different flavor because they're smaller, different texture.
Yeah,
that's one seafood Scott will eat. Like he's picky.
Scallops?
Yeah, he's picky about a lot of seafood, but scallops he will, shrimp he like all the crustaceans, the crab and the lobster and the crawfish.
Yeah.
But he won't do any real fish, and he won't do like mussels or clams or oysters. So
yeah, I saw Scott take down so many lobsters at the Nordic Lodge buffet, which I want to go to. If anybody lives in Rhode Island and wants to do a meetup at the Nordic Lodge buffet,
you've made this call out multiple times.
Yeah, I'm wishing it into fruition, Ben. It's called The
Wouldn't
Secret.
it have happened by now then?
Life doesn't just happen.
Okay.
It happens, Ben.
All right, we are going to go do the Patreon private show, Actual Mania 50. It's going to start immediately after the end of this stream, so you should just go there now and get ready. Here we go, guys. See you there.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.